What's going on, traders? Welcome back once again to Crypto Educator. How you all doing today? In this video, we'll talk about Ethereum, IOST, and SHIB Moon. Probably, guys, this one is going to break out to the upside, or is it? Let's find that out in this video. So hit that like right here, right now, and let's talk about Ethereum, guys, because this one has been squeezing against this grind line for a very long time now. This one started grinding against it since the first week of December, and we're interacting with the zone once again, right? And from the bottom side as well, you're looking at a good looking support coming out, guys. The thing is that, however, we are not going to be targeting the fattest part of this consolidation squeeze, and no, we are not going to be targeting $4,000 at first, guys, because the thing is, let me reveal something to you guys right here. All these moving averages are postured to the downside, guys. Everything is postured to the downside. Now the thing is that you can certainly go ahead with naked charting without any help of any moving averages altogether. But the thing is that in an overall volatile landscape where the markets are completely uncertain, remember, guys, markets will obviously underperform, right? It's not your bull market, guys. It's not your bull trend where every single asset was simply overperforming in the market, right? All the patterns were simply an overperformance. Every single breakout was more than 100% move to the upside. However, this is currently a different situation altogether. We are not in a bull trend. This is why we talk about moving averages, just to give our analysis a little context altogether, guys. It's good to do naked charting. A lot of traders simply go ahead for naked charting altogether, just looking at the price action, but I feel that's kind of without any context, right? Which is why, guys, this is quite contextual. Now honestly, look, this is going to be the ultimate target coming from the entire squeeze to the upside, because most likely this is also your 618 retracement, right at that point. I mean, essentially it is between the deep retracement and the golden pocket at 618, which is going to be probably your $3,800 regions. But although if we break out from these levels, I'm going to be expecting the 382 extension to be met, guys. 382 extension is also coming with this entire squeeze. It's kind of resolving itself to the 200 moving average on the 12-hour time frame, guys. The thing is that I talk about Ethereum on the 12-hour time frame because all these setups work perfectly fine on this particular time frame against these moving averages, guys, which is why we do have a good leeway to capitalize onto the upside, which is going to be a probable 15% leg, kind of wanting to retest these supply zones right here, guys, because yes, this is a massive, big, fat, gigantic zone of resistance altogether. So if you see the price action on Ethereum rolling all the way towards $3,300, you have to proceed with caution, guys. Now the thing is that in the coming days, let's just say that if you're finally able to consolidate above this entire zone, and these moving averages are kind of doing something like this, or maybe the 350 is kind of inclining something like this, and the price action is consolidating between these price points for maybe a week or something like that, that is when we can expect all the deep retracement moves to play out in the market, guys. As you can see, it might take some time, but it could potentially play out. Bigger moves from these levels could potentially play out, guys. Now let's talk about a bearish scenario as well that could immediately play out from these price points, guys, because we can't hide from the bear altogether, right? Once again, drawing the squeeze and a grind, but this potential squeeze could get rejected from these exact price points once again, and maybe it kind of does something like this, guys. Maybe it rolls all the way towards these areas of high liquid zones, that is your $1,800 regions, guys. Now the thing is that I did my analysis on a lot of order books across a lot of exchanges. There are crazy amount of resting bids at $1,800 regions, guys. Oh my goodness, apologies for that. But the thing is that even if we run VPVR, guys, let's talk about the volume nodes as well, because probably that is also going to give us a good looking area of interest altogether, right? We're talking about the volume nodes playing out altogether. You can see that $1,800 regions has huge amount of volumes, guys. It's only because most of the resting bids are on these levels. So if the bearish situation plays out, if we resolve the squeeze to the downside, we're going to be targeting $1,800 straight up, guys. Straight up 1,800. That could potentially align with aligning with $25,000 on Bitcoin as well altogether. So that is something which could potentially play out if we lose $2,500 to the downside, guys, right? Now all the small time frames, let's talk about the 4-hour time frame and let's see what's happening there as well. Now the thing is that the price action is interacting with the 350 and the 200 moving average at the same price point right here, guys, which is why once again you do need this price action to consolidate for a very long time above this price point, and maybe wait for the 200 simple to kind of incline to the upside, right? That is going to be a perfect ideal situation to jump into any long exposure on any altcoin as well, for that matter, guys. In terms of the confidence coming from the market, from the buy side liquidity, you want this entire zone to be a good consolidation area. The 27800 price points is going to be a key area of risk management as well for a lot of people who are short in the market as well altogether, guys. All right, now with that said, let's quickly talk about IOST right here, guys. This is another squeeze and a grind situation happening against a good looking trend line, and in the overall context, yes, this one is also setting in higher lows again and again, right? So yes, the overall price action trend is looking completely fine. We are still squeezing against a grind line, and honestly the 3-day time frame is printing a good amount of bullish divergence from the bottom side as well. So yes, this calls for speculative moves in the market, guys. Speculative. Remember, anybody who's trying to pinpoint any bottom in the market is simply speculating, guys. It's not for sure that this is going to be the bottom just because I read some tweet somewhere, just because I saw some very important person talking about IOST pumping from these levels. No, guys, it doesn't work like that. Everybody who is buying any price point is speculating on the price action altogether, right? It's all speculation, guys. So essentially, if you see 3-day candles closing below your 2 cents regions as a whole, most likely this analysis will get invalidated, and with Ethereum down, we go to abyss, guys. Down we go to some shit zones on IOST as well. But essentially, the thing is that if Ethereum is squeezing against this grind line, if really Ethereum kind of closes daily candles above $3,000 altogether, maybe this will also play out, guys. And then look, the thing is that the 3-2 extension is coming at your 3.5 cents altogether, right? And that is a better price point than Ethereum itself, guys. So you can leverage your gains out on IOST if Ethereum breaks out to the upside, right? So that is something which could be playing out in the market altogether. Now, if you talk about the daily time frame, and let's talk about all the moving averages being put all together, you can see that the 200 simple is also coming on to those exact price points that we simply talk about, guys. The thing is that the squeeze grind resolution could potentially play out to the upside, and we could be simply retesting the 200 simple moving average sitting in at 3.5 to 40 cents altogether, and that is also a sell side liquid zone coming on IOST. But essentially, if we talk about the VPVR range as well, I think we do have interesting volume nodes on this price action as well. Yes, massive resistance coming at this exact price points, which is why if we do resolve the squeeze to the upside, potentially you'll be playing out that swing move, guys. So yes, watch for IOST potentially breaking out to the upside, and good looking moves can happen on this entire crypto asset altogether as well, right? Finally, Shiba Inu. What is Shiba Inu doing in the market? It is also squeezing and grinding, but it's a little more bearish if you talk about Ethereum or IOST as well. If you just compare the price action one-on-one, this is a little bearish. Not that bearish, but a little bearish, guys, altogether, right? The daily trend, however, is telling us that the 200 simple is inclined. It's still going to the upside. The 200 simple moving average is still to the upside. Although the bad news is that we are... Look, guys, this is a bearish cross, right? You know the deal right here. The 55 simple and the 200 moving average calls for a good amount of bearish and bullish crosses in the market, right? So yes, we are within the confinements of a bearish cross in the market altogether. So expecting overperformance from Shiba Inu is also a wrecked behavior. My friends, if I disappointed you, you can hit that dislike button right here, right now. But anyways, guys, a like would be really appreciated. And let's dive deep into Shiba Inu's price action on the 4-hour time frame, because maybe something different might be brewing up on this entire piece of price action, because we have crazy amount of bullish divergence coming from the bottom side region as well. So let's just say if you really want to long Shiba Inu, if you want to be going for a swing trade, this is the area of risk management, guys. This is the entire zone that I'm going to be looking really forward to, right? Because look, I was kind of looking at the price action last night, and the reaction that came from these levels was good, guys. This was good fucking piece of reaction coming from this entire bottom side zone, right? And essentially all of these candles, they do lead into good moves that kind of stays in the market for a week or something like that. So maybe Shiba Inu is just picking up from these levels, and maybe it is just about to start a good looking uptrend, guys. So most of the risk management below this price point, essentially place your stop losses below this wick low at, I don't know, guys, what the fuck is this number right here? But yes, place your stop losses below this wick right here. And if this entire squeeze resolves to the downside, it's going to be a clear-cut invalidation below this entire price point right here. And maybe you can target these levels at your sell side liquid zone sitting in at these price points, guys. I don't know what to call this one, but I do know the price action structure altogether, because that is something which I have my expertise on altogether, guys. So yes, we have a potentially good looking move to the upside that is going to be about a 20% leg, guys. Remember, we are dealing with an overall bearish context. Expecting overperformance from any price pattern is going to be a little tight, guys. It's going to be a little disappointing if you do have crazy expectations in an overall bearish landscape altogether. Alright, guys, so if you found this video helpful, share this video. right? We got to be ramping up, guys. Holy crap, we have to get that sweet spot on YouTube. This community has to grow, so it's not going to be happening without you sharing this video every single day, guys, or maybe doing something that can help this channel and community grow all together, right? So with that said, guys, I'll be catching all of you pretty soon with more altcoins, probably today itself. Bye for now.